Hey guys, what's going on? I've got a different style video here today. It still revolves around the same content we've been putting out with Need for Speed Unbound, except this time I want to show you guys something that I didn't figure it out myself. I was watching videos online about it and everything else. But if you play Need for Speed Unbound and you do online, the PvP aspect of it, then there's currently a way where you can get pretty much as much money as you want, and which would allow you to, therefore buy any cars you want, do all your upgrades, everything like that. So if you guys will see, I'm level 42 and I have 2.7 million, right? And then you go to my rides. I've got like a Ferrari 488 Pista, the RX-8, which I did just unlock some of these from the story. The Lambo Aventador, RX-7, the Pagani. This is a $1.6 million car. Just stuff like that. Well, basically, yeah. So basically, there's something going on right now where you are able to essentially have unlimited money, as much as you want. So where you have to do is you have to go to buy and sell. Hey guys, this is me editing this video. Just a quick thing is I say it later on in the video, but I just wanted to make sure I got it out before people just started doing it. I wanted to say it before anyone started selling their car. You will lose the car. There's no getting around it. So don't sell a car that you don't want to get rid of. I do say it later on in the video, but I just wanted to make this known before it got too late and you tried it on your own. And you ended up losing something. So you will lose the car. And now back to the video. And then you go over to sell. So you can see all of your cars. And so like for me, if I was going to do this, I would use the Pagani because it has the highest sell price. Well, so basically what you want to do is, and it works better, like I'm on PC, so it does work better if you have an Ethernet cord. So basically what you're going to do, and let me stand up and get my Ethernet ready here. So what you're going to want to do is grab the Ethernet, go to the second cell screen, grab the Ethernet, and then pull it out just a smidge. And then once that goes, you start spamming start spamming the sell button. And you just spam the A button. This is what I found to have worked the most times for me. I wanted to try it just because, I mean, I just want to try different cars. So then you get the connection lost. So then if you plug in your Ethernet again, then you hit OK. Plug in the Ethernet, wait a couple seconds, try to go back online. Let's see, I think this one worked. Right, so if you guys will look in the top right, I now have 3.7 million, whereas before I was at 2.7 million. So basically, all you have to do is get the timing right, is to unplug the Ethernet, wait like half a second to a second, and then just start spamming whichever button, console, platform you're on. Spam the sell button. And then what I found is it works once out of every 3 times. Results kind of can vary. If you're on Wi-Fi, you can still do it, but it's a little bit harder. So I would recommend, if you have the opportunity to do so, is to definitely use an Ethernet. Then if you go back in here, and then one other thing I'd like to add too is if I go back in here, go back to my cell. So you'll see I still have the Pagani, yet we're 977,000 richer. So if you do, say if I wanted to do it again, I'll just show you. Unplug the Ethernet, start spamming the sell button. And if you're on console, it should disconnect you instantly. So I think it might be a little bit harder, but it's all about timing. That's really all it comes down to, is just timing. But yeah, you do that, plug your Ethernet back in. Now this one probably won't work, because like I said, 1 out of every 3 times. Go back to online, So if you get the second connection loss screen, it didn't work. Which is fine, because you're not out anything. It's a really simple process. You can get millions and millions of in-game money. Flex on your friends, you know, get all the best cars and everything else. I don't like doing it just because for the cars that I have, like, because you can beat like S plus cars. Like, you don't need the Bugatti or the you know, like, you don't need the Bugatti, you don't need the Koenigsegg. There's a lot of things that you can do. Like, you could beat all those cars out if you're decent at driving. Maybe not the Bugatti, or give you a run for your money. If they're not the best at like turns, then I mean you could beat them with something as simple as the Volkswagen, the Golf GTI 1976. I have this at a 400 plus S plus, and the thing's a monster. It just eats. So no, it's not a necessity to have the fastest, most expensive car. Like the Golf is $27,000 or $37,000. And then I'll try it one more time just to show you guys. Unplug the Ethernet. Start selling. And I don't know, you might not have to sit here and just spam it like for as long as I do, but as far as consistency goes, this is what I've found to work the best for me. But again, like I said, I'm on computer. It's going to be different if you're doing it on console. I think on console, like my buddy did it on his PS5 and it was instant. Yeah, so this one didn't work. We got the two connection messages. So now realistically, this next one should work. I'll do it one more time just so you guys can see the cycle. And it's funny, once you start doing this and you get like a little bit of money, because you could do it with any car. Oh, actually, no, it did work. Okay, so that just proved me wrong. So now like I'm up to 4.7, and I'll go to all my rides. I gotta go to buy and sell. Go to your rides. And one thing I'd like to point out before you just go ahead and do this is whichever car you do this with, the selling glitch, whatever car you do it with, you will lose that car. There's no getting around it. I've seen other people say that you can sell like a cheaper car. Like if I went and sold, I don't know, the Land Rover, you're still gonna lose, like in my case, the Pagani. I mean, there's no getting around it, but you do it a couple times, it'll offset the cost of the car. You do it twice and it's paid for the car, and then you get an additional 300,000. One little trick though to speed this up, you know, you might not have $1 million in game to just do an expensive car right off the bat. If you go into like, so my Eclipse right here is showing it as a it's a 209, and if I go to buy and sell, so if I go to buy and sell, okay, so this is my Eclipse currently. It's at a 209, and it sells currently for 209,650. So if you want to increase that, like say you wanted to get more bang for your buck, you know, you might not have that million. You want to start in on something cheaper, which typically everybody has. You can go into performance, go to the parts, and just buy every part available for that engine. So all the ECUs, all the intakes, all the exhausts, injectors, you name it, if it's an option for you to buy. So we were at like 200 some thousand before we started this. I'll go through and I'll buy everything. So I just want to show you guys. And it does cost money to do it, you know. Obviously, I'm spending a good chunk of money to do it, but you're gonna make that back. And again, you might not have enough to do absolutely everything, but that's fine. You know, I just wanted to show you. So like we bought all the intakes, ECUs, fuel system, exhaust, and then we went up to the supercharger. and then say I'll swap it out with my Pista, go over to sell now. Now it sells for 478,400. So by just buying the parts for each individual car, is as many of them as you can, it'll actually increase your sale value, and you won't have to do it as much. You'll gradually get more and more. And then once you come out of the glitch, like I said, like if I backed out, so if I back out and then I go, once it loads, so you go back out, then I go back into online, go to the rides, all my rides. You'll see that the Pagani is no longer in my garage. So you will lose it. Just have to know that up front. So you basically, just to recap everything, the TLDR, you buy a car, you upgrade it as much as possible, buy all the parts, go in and sell it, do it as many times as your heart desires. When you get out of the glitch, if it's a car that you want to buy back, you can buy it back, whichever, but you will lose that car. Just unplug the Ethernet, wait a second, half a second, start spamming your sell button, or if it's on console, you have to like unplug it and immediately start hitting sell. But you do that, and it should work. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you have any questions or comments. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a like, and if you haven't already, drop a subscribe. It really means a lot to me and helps grow the channel. Something with the YouTube algorithm helps it get to more people. But yeah, anyways, thanks again, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.